Today we're sacrificing. Looking at my deck, I have 3 push, 3 claim, 1 annihilating glare, 3 cards, 4 dispute, 4 harvester, 1 Kroxa, 4 devils in the details, 1 new threaten. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Ob Nixilis Captive Kingpin to try out the new card. In the mana base we've got 4 manlands, 2 Cliffs, 2 Sulfurous Springs. I don't know if I should play 2 Sulfurous Springs. Maybe 4 manlands is unnecessary. Can go like -1 manland +1 cliff. -1 spring +1. Yeah, let's go. Let's get one of the dens. Do we leave the white bordered Sulfurous Springs or the full art one though? I guess Ramunap is just painful. It's a bit less painful. White bordered, please. Too late. I already kept this one, so. In the sideboard, I have 2 duress. After being impressed by duress, generally speaking. So you have 6 discards, so you can switch 6 removal for 6 discard. Still have a second Kroxa, which I didn't even intend to. I probably want 4 fail push in the sideboard. It's like skip the second Kroxa because we have the Ob Nixilis. Let's say grindy card. Alright, so with those small changes, let's upload this. I don't think waiting is a real thing in this scenario now. Like, why spend a card when you could not spend a card? Bunch of unlucky mulligans. It feels like. It's probably need to put back Ob Nixilis Captive Kingpin, or we can maybe put back Mayhem Devil, but the pink Kingpin without that doesn't do anything. Let's keep Ob Nixilis for Ob Nixilis trying though. The creativity decks are probably not very exciting for sacrifice to face. The argument was maybe they wanted to trade the cards. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't think it was the case. Wow, late. The Harvester would have been pretty good on turn 2. Sacrifice is super good when you start the Deadly Dispute train and you start drawing. That does not always happen. You could deploy Ob Nixilis. That seems not very good though. Honestly, it seems just very reasonable to discard Ob Nixilis. Is Ob basically a 4-mana Kobold without green? No, he's weaker than that. Way more situational. Have you ever noticed that all of your opponents on MTGO tap their cards to the left but you tap to the right? I haven't thought about that. Any thought to playing all with 1 for combo potential? Well, that seems obviously terrible to me. It's a 3-card combo with 1... Oh no. With 1 acceptable card, 1 horrid card, and you also need a 3rd card to kickstart the combo, so seems a bit not good to me. Play a Traxa. I shouldn't really play counters for my dispute. I think we can dispute the blood token now. Actual land in hand, so kinda sketchy, but... Okay, they might play Make Disappear. Maybe I grab Giganta now. I mean, my opponent is also playing with their cards facing me and not them. So you could consider that to also be slightly weird. Claim target. I don't have claim. X1. It's kind of ballsy, isn't it? To X1. Alright, they reveal with the sum. You know, they revealed many cards. Transmogrify. I mean, I guess it's kind of stinky to get 2 Atraxas, but you know. Chooses Fire Impulse, Creativity, Fable, and Mutavault. Well, we can draw something, right? Yeah, that ping will show them. I'm surprised the Transmog didn't reveal opponent's credit card details. That's actually funny. If it would. Well, they have another one in their hand, so just get under Atraxa. Depth's Hunger. We're listening to Godfather Svarog Boss Theme Extended. Honkai Star Rail 1.0 OST. Is Star Rail a good game, chat? I've seen that many of you in the Discord are playing it. Should I play it too? I guess I'll be playing Zelda for foreseeable future, for foreseeable 250 hours of gaming ahead of me. It's pretty good for mobile gaming. But it's the same addictive thing as Genshin Impact, right? Maybe they only play 2 Atraxas in their deck and then I'm gonna be fine. Will I play Zelda today? Probably. Although I will not stream it, so... Wait, they don't... Oh, they don't have a target, that's why. Lol. But yeah, no Zelda stream today. Zelda denied. No, I'll play Zelda after the stream. My own... Only... myself, chilling with myself. What is your favorite video game of all time? Probably Zelda 1 so far. But Zelda 2 seems better than Zelda 1, so, but I only played a little bit of it so far. Well, I've played like 6-7 hours, so I guess not that little, but you know, not quite ready to commit that. Magic the Gathering Online, Final Fantasy 7. I never played Final Fantasy 7. I really liked Nier Automata too. That was a good game. I really liked Outer Wilds, yeah. I really liked Heroes of Might and Magic. I never played Mass Effect. I really like Crash Bandicoot games, including Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped and Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. That's a good game. Mass Effect is shit, yeah, I said it. From what I've seen about the game, it seems like, yeah, something that I would not have intense joy playing with. Seems kind of boring. Crash Team Racing better than Mario Kart? Sure. Played a little bit of Mario Kart with people because you can do that on Switch, so it's portable and you can actually do that. But it's not the case for the Crash Team Racing. I haven't played that. Well, I played that a little bit, but not enough to have an opinion. Alright, I'll give my opponent the benefit of doubt and I'll die. Skyrim is the best video game of all time. I don't think I subscribe to that. Alright, I'm sorry, Ob, you're shit. I have to cut you. If I want to stand a chance, I have to cut you. Have 2 Furnace Reins against them, Kolaghan's commands against Fable. Oh yeah, I started Portal 2 on the 24-hour stream and I never played it again. But it was actually really nice and I wanted to. It's got one of the Kolaghans. I hecking love the 10-minute opening scene where you travel in that cart in Skyrim, yeah. Skyrim is kinda junky, which it's fun to play. But it's like quarter as fun to play as Zelda. So I don't know why people say it's the best game ever. Like it feel when I played it, it felt a little bit junky, a little bit. Like Skyrim is like a giant template, and then the world is just kind of that template repeated many times. The quests, the enemies, the things, everything. Guess I'll sacrifice on an oven. Just make sure it resolves. Not sure if that's great, but you tried Zelda once, the last one. I guess I miss all the nostalgic feeling because the game seems really child-oriented. I had no Zelda nostalgia personally, but it didn't feel like I need to have it, to me at least, of course. You didn't even find a weapon or find a glider before you gave up. Compared to Witcher 3, for instance, seems poor. Just the fact that the graphics are like more of an animated style, and then that's child-oriented, or the themes, I don't know, the gameplay. Interesting. They could have Spell Pierce, but I don't know if I care. Maybe I discard the Devil. I think I don't need the Devil. I think I'll discard the Eye. Punished. I don't know how the gameplay is child-oriented. Did I play the new God of Wars? I never played a God of War game. I generally don't seek out playing the like maybe I am childish because I don't seek out playing the like edgy themed AAA games. But if they're anime that's themed like Zelda, then it's like, or if they have 2B as the protagonist, then I rush to buy them. Let's discard those two. El Dureza. But thematically, God of War seems so hecking cringe to me that I never took interest in that game in any way. I think we have to take the creativity. Prismatic and kill my reflection. We have the second one coming. God of War is pretty good. Sure. Let's do this, and if they target my creature, we dispute it. It's probably a good game. It's a fun game to play, but the setting is extremely cringe, I think. Or I think it's not even a matter of thinking. That's just my gut reaction to seeing that. All right, we can win this game. We drew 3 daily disputes, so we have enough card advantage and 2 fables. Do I have any advice about what will be the best deck to bring in Athens? Well, it's gonna be a deck that you're intimately familiar with and are good at playing it. But I don't know for myself. I might end up playing red-black at this rate. I think the creativity decks being a bit popular makes sacrifice kind of a stinky option in comparison. WoW based. I mean, I guess like then you play against creativity, you thought sees them, and you see what actually is in their hand. And you're like, yeah, I guess that's what your deck does, huh? What did I think of the Pro Tour Pioneer meta? Healthy? I don't know. Yeah, healthy, sure. I don't like that question because it's always being asked by people who want to start bitching about bans soon. Although maybe you don't and I misread that. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Been a while since the Pro Tour meta though. Very standard one too. Well, there's a decent amount of decks, I think. And Pioneer that people play. Many of them powerful. Is the Neoform deck actually good against Red Black? I'm not particularly convinced about it. Sack token creature. The creature sacrifices itself, so it deals more damage. This way. That's why I did that. It's... Will I try blue-white control? No, I won't play blue-white for sure, so I'm not gonna bother playing it. But yeah, sacrificing token creatures was also an option, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have lethal. Because the last card is Sokenzan. What about the enigmatic deck? Is that an option? It kinda is, but I would much rather be playing cheap cards than expensive ones. Winning a game, yeah, PogChamp. Nice Sokenzans. Yokani, how's life? Oh, life's good. Maybe I should trim a devil. Let's say a way to kill them. Maybe I should trim the glare, but you can kill Atraxa with it. I don't know if I really plan to win post Atraxa. So let's have Colagon again. Number 2. It's a bit expensive though, but finished Zelda already. Is that a meme? Also, chat, I got a YouTube comment on my Lotus Field deck. Thank you for the explanation. There is another combo tech out there. Try Hedron Alignment. If you're a combo control player, try it out. I'm 9 and 2 at my Friday Night Magic. Only 2 decks gave me fits. Abzan Pod with Birthing Pod allowed at our table. And hyped up Dimir Mill deck. It requires lots of patience. Very fun once mastered. I think I should try the Hedron Alignment deck. Because it gives them the only the hyped up Dimer Mill deck and Birthing Pod allowed at the table. The Birthing Pod allowed at the table, that's crazy. Like modern with pod, I don't know, like the guide is for a Pioneer deck, so I'm not sure what exactly are they playing. Could you imagine being that guy and still enjoying Magic? Saj? Well, is it Saj as in this guy out there is living his best life? Playing FNMs with pod allowed, and we are here playing Pioneer on Modo and saying endlessly asking the streamer if the streamer thinks that the meta is healthy. Nice draws. Oh, EDH. Well, but why does he signify that pod is allowed? Pod is just normal, regularly allowed, right? And Pioneer. And not Pioneer, and EDH. not get pinged. Did I try Ob Nixilis? Well, I mean, read the title of the stream, the title of my deck list, or look at my cards that I ported out. And you'll find out the answer. It seems like not... I played against Creativity twice and against Spirits, and it seemed not close to being productive in my deck against those two, so it has yet to impress me. Should be, I guess, like the matchups for the Kingpin would be mono green. Decklist does not contain Ob Nixilis. Oh shit. And it contains 58 cards because Stream Decker doesn't have Aftermath cards. Which it's supposed to have the Ob Nixilises. Green maybe Rakdos. Against Creativity and Creature decks it seems a bit ass. Corvold but low powered. I mean, if they wanted this to kill my witness, then so be it. God, Creativity, like, whenever you play with Thoughtseize and you Thoughtseize them, every single time I look at their hand, it's so bad. It's like a scary deck to play against if you have no idea what they're doing. But then, just take a peek and it's the least impressive hand ever produced in the history of the game. I say drawing a Blood Crypt. So I don't know, I keep complaining that this matchup seems scary, but then also I have 6 Thoughtseizes in my deck, so it doesn't. My opponents just play big score at 10 and I have Dobbs and rip it. Yeah, that can happen too. I'm not sure if my opponent's deck has big score in it. Colagan's common, not bad. Devil. Well, we have to play the Colagons, so we're gonna play the Colagons now. Discards, and I bring back Witness, I guess. That's not that great, I guess, but... The Devil is weak versus Spite either, so I don't want to play it. They might want to discard Spite, make the tokens, and try to rip Creativity. And then that's good for me if they fail to rip and I play Devil with the treasures up. Oh, they kept the Spite. I guess they can Creativity with the Mutavold anyways. They want a removal for my Mon lands. So since they gonna have the removal, they're gonna remove it. I think I kill my Witness. Unlucky. Nice. I mean nice sarcastically. If I loot, because if I hit Thoughtseize, I play it. Witch's Oven. There's no great reason to play it now, I don't think so, the treasure. So they have one card, hopefully it's not gonna be a Creativity. No kurwa mać, no. Zajebiście, masz fajnie. How many cards you draw? You draw 3 cards. Creativity, make disappear. Land. So Kroxa actually sucks. If I draw Furnace Reins, they die. I did exile one of the Furnace Reins. Anything interesting in their deck? I don't know. But they get Stevens, Fire Impulse, and Creativity. It's not even that impressive. But I draw a Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Nice. Thank you, CD Cream. 50 years of subscribing. How is my Ob Nixilis doing? Not doing much. This deck wins Magic games, yeah. Don't even know if playing Giganta is worth it. Sacrificing the treasure makes daily dispute awkward. We can cast Atraxa too, yeah. I mean, I'm not that in that bad of a spot, except that they gained infinite life with their Atraxa. Like a Kroxa would be good. Maybe they go creativity, kill the Atraxa. Maybe they even kill my Giganta too. Yeah. So they have one card left in hand, which they had 3 Atraxas in their deck, right? How much they reveal? They reveal 2 cards with the creativity now to hit Atraxa. Chooses negate, transmogrify, Shark Typhoon, and Storm card goes. Okay, I guess I died to Hardcast Typhoon. And okay, now they have negate. Cool. Cool beans. I mean, they make a shark, so I just die to the shark. Interesting block. I don't know in what way it makes sense, but oh, actually doesn't have first strike. That's why it makes sense, sure. I keep reading Atraxa as having first strike, but she does not actually have first strike. 12 and I go to 11. Okay, you won. Wait, that's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 3-3. So we actually lived. What the fuck, bro? Good thing I was drawing a Blackcleave Cliffs only. The game was kinda close. I think I flooded terribly. Which this deck is a little bit prone to. This was their triple Deadly Dispute game, right? No, that was double Deadly Dispute. Game 2 with triple Deadly Dispute and we couldn't win. Couldn't lose. Keep. It's gonna be an inconvenient game to play. Oh, I restart Modo, I guess. I can't play like that. So we are all free of sacrifice so far on the day. But we fought hard. Chapin once told me in testing losing by a little is overrated. Sure. Did he have any other pieces of extreme wisdom? Yes. I think I can, for the most part, decouple that nowadays. Maybe struggled a bit more with this in the past, but I consolate myself by saying that the creativity matchup is bad, but it's not so bad. While at the same time, recognizing that I still lost and I prefer to win than to lose. They can convict you if the witness dies. We're laughing, but actually a person died. Kinda sketchy. Consolating himself. I know of a word that I wanted to use, but I don't know how does exactly it sound, so how does it exactly sound, so I just made up a word and it might have been incorrect. Bro, people die every day, it's fine, yeah. Bros, is it the time for my Ob Nixilis to strike? It is not. I mean, I could play Ob. His diet is frozen fried chickens and sugar sodas. We watched that on stream once. Walking the Plains with... I don't remember the name of the guy. But he was making the documentaries about magics. think his name was Nathan, but not Fielder though. Alright, Ob. Your time to shine. I suicided a Fable Goblin for you. Why was that your favorite? I expected that. Well done, Ob. You're clearly unplayable. Didn't even crew the chariots. I guess it's more damage technically. How was the Hershey's chocolate? It does have a certain aftertaste, which is a little bit vomit-like, so yeah, true, a bit. I don't like it too much. Like, I can eat it, it's still sweet and okay, but it leaves you with an unpleasant aftertaste, like as advised. As an American, I apologize for anyone ever affected by our chocolate. Is it most of the chocolate or all of the chocolate available in States, or is it some both? I didn't know Hershey's is American. I think it is. I bought some in Minneapolis. Oh shit. What the fuck? What? This is a 14/14 creature, huh? Trample. What? Is that normal? Like, is that normal? I guess you can kill them with Mayhem Devil. Huh. Well, that's War 2, right? I mean next turn. I don't die next turn, right? Is it true that MTGO is 50% grinders and 50% aspiring spike stance? Yeah. Nice Blackcleave Cliffs, thanks. So, 14. I mean, I think I survive. But how to do it? Probably go Familiare. Dispute. Draw shit. Harvester. Kill off cat. Kill cat. Like 19 and we have more. Oh no. Oh no, that's fine. Is it fine? They didn't activate Mutavault, so it's fine. Sure. There's a large group of players on MTGO who just overrate themselves or enjoy the game and play on it. I've heard people I never expect say they use it. What are you talking about? Putting cats in the oven, killing cats I don't recognize mechanic. Yeah, I play this deck reasonably often. It's not my first rodeo with throwing cats into the oven. Also, when I played Witcher 3, it's gonna be a little bit of a spoiler, but I don't care. There's a quest in the game where you have to perform a quick time event to throw a baby into an oven, and it like catches you off guard out of nowhere. And I got the prompt. I didn't hesitate slightly. I just mashed the button I needed to mash. The baby was put into the oven, and for all I knew, it burned. Did you get a reward? Yes, that was necessary to complete the quest. Let's sideboard. Definitely adding more Furnace Reins. Cutting Ob Nixilis because he performed poorly. We need 2 more cards, actually. I think Glare looks kinda mid. I guess you can kill the dinosaur with it, but... Okay, screw the needle. I don't like it, actually. Maybe I can trim a Fable or a Harvest. Let's trim a Fable. The babe. So yeah, that is what I did too. Is the baby okay? Well, actually yes. The quest that this event was a part of was a quest where one guy was possessed or cursed by a demon who possesses people who did a horrible thing, and the only way to move the demon from him to Geralt was for Geralt to do a horrible thing. So the lady that helped Geralt did not let him know beforehand, but actually prepared a special oven with an opening in the backside where like somebody was waiting and pulled the baby right back immediately. But for all Geralt knew, he did a horrible thing, so the demon actually attached to him, and then he could have killed the demon. That was the lore of the quest. But you know, from Geralt's and your perspective, you get the baby and you're told to put it into the oven and to trust it, and well, I did. If you steal dino and want to suck it with oven, do you have to pay for ward? No, you don't. You're not targeting the dinosaur, and also you're the one controlling it. So there's many reasons as to why not. React Annie by Bobshe, 26 minutes. Magic the Gathering's most infamous cheaters. Alright, I'll pin the video and we can watch it between the rounds of a challenge at someday, but I'm not gonna watch a 26-minute MTG Goldfish video right now. But I thought Geralt was in on it. No, he couldn't be on it because then it wouldn't have worked, right? Because the only way it works is if Geralt commits a horrible act. I think we discard the cat. Play Witch's Owen. Play this. Play this. Attack. I don't really want to tap my Owen because of the implication of the Akron War, which seems to be plausibly in their hand, so I'll do this actually now. Russ, can you imagine if Owen Turtle had an invitational card like Fairy Mastermind with his face? That'd be funny. Okay, -1 card, sad. There we can claim the Ooze. Young Losh, a Szklanki Autometal. That's nice to give me a bigger creature. I think we keep the oven up because of the Akron War. Or we keep the dispute up rather, maybe. I don't know. actually. By Cast Dispute, I will be able to play the second devil on the next turn, so actually, it's fine. Let's do that this way. Let's ping the cat. Maybe I get an easy sacrifice again with the treasure. Yeah, we can do this now. Just never want to get a Crown Ward on Mayhem Devil. Would be too bad. Chica Chariot, sure. Avenger 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. Thank you. They have a Bone Crusher in their zone. I copy the Devil. The song is very nice. Thanks. You're very nice too. I wonder if they board out Soma Crown Wars versus all these saga effects. Maybe they do, but I think that would be the one way to lose this game, would be to if they don't board it out and they keep it. The Crown War cuts both ways. It's great if it steals a devil, and it's horrid if it doesn't, if it gets sacrificed from underneath it. How many Ob are you running? I'm running 2 Obs. They're secret. They don't show up on Stream Decker in general, so that's why they're not there. They're also very, very unimpressive so far, and it's been terrible to play every single time I play them. Which was my intuition on the card, and it tracks, although I've had an acquaintance tell me that they played a league with Ob and was super impressive, but maybe it's just a difference in the ease of Such Stomp? No, Bone Crusher. Maybe it's just maybe that person is just more impressionable. I was going to try Ob on the weekend. Luckily for me, store didn't have any in stock. Nice. And it just kind of feels that way. The blue-white discourse of Lay Down the Arms is the same. I mean, Lay Down the Arms is just a fine card, though. I think it's much closer to being nice than Ob. Yeah, and blue-white, I mean, why? It's fine. Is it not fine? You have so many cats. Do you have lethal? Probably. Nonetheless, we won. So Ob Nixilis almost entered the game, but we escaped from underneath it. How has Ob been so far? Bad. Don't recommend. Win more. Same deal as Corvold. It has 3 more matches. We played 4 matches with it so far. It has 3 more matches to impress. But just looking at the matchups, the games, I just always want to board it out against decks. Which I try not to actually see him in more games, but the games we've seen him, he was bad. Copper Coat has been okay. What's Copper Coat? The Human Lord? Copper Coat on these nuts. Gladly. What's that? What's the deck? Interesting. Fabua. I could daily dispute the blood token and then use the treasure to play the second devil, or a Fable if I draw a Fable, and that way kill a shaman token. Alternatively, I play devil and use the blood token to loot a land, but I can't cast daily dispute easily then, and I would rather follow with Fable than a second devil in this spot. Well, I fucking wish. Koszule w tygrysy. Time for them to play Deafening Clarion or whatnot. Very well, they could have some stuff like that in their deck. I don't know what they're playing. Might be a fire stack, missing green. Attract. Oh, it's Transmogrify Atraxa. Okay. Well, I say okay, but it's actually Monk S. Transmogrify. Transmogrify is such a bad card, bros. How do you play it? Please. Everyone, stop immediately. Here comes the Fabua. The thing is that if they transmogrify, then they transmogrify. If transmogrify was an Ob Nixilis, yeah. Good point, chatters. Creativity, okay, at least they have the decency to play creativity instead. Hey, Ob. How you doing? Guess I'll play him. I don't know if it's better or worse than playing Devil and picking Giganta. Might not be the time to play Sacrifice. So we played 5 matches, 2 of them against creature decks and 3 of them against creativity variants. What do I even get with the Atraxa? I didn't look. Impulse, Fable, they got 3 cards? It's not even good. Can Chamblock Atraxa? I think you're like a little bit too, you know, too hateful now, but... Does anything have a real good matchup against creativity? Yes. I mean, have you seen those decks that are a bit shit? Whoa, what a block. Alright, Ob Nixilis. It's your time to shine. Alright, you shown. What are they even worried about? Well, I mean, you can play something that's not Cauldron Familiar against them. They're not worried about Cauldron Familiar because it doesn't clock fast enough. I mean, what are they even worried about with that block? Yeah, I don't know. Divide by 0. Mascot Exhibition. I guess I just played blue. They just play blue, red, and lens to cast Atraxa. Hey, Op traded for half a card. Nice. No, it did draw me a card. Come on, bros. Like, don't be disingenuous. Like, it's not been the greatest, but you know, you're just hateful now. Well, it wasn't 4 mana draw a card, bros. It was a creature that they needed to deal with. They did deal with it easily, though. That's just the mob mentality of Ob haters right now. Yes, it's performing poorly, but please observe and see what's happening instead of being blinded by hate. Also, Canister Ob sacks. Well, yes, but there is a spectrum of sacking, right? Like, it does suck, but it's because it's 4 mana and requires setup. But it does have a ceiling. There is games where it would absolutely blow our opponent out of the water. How do I feel about mono white humans in Pioneer right now? I think mono white humans was fine up until recently, but Copperline Gorge was too much for it. I just think the card is not very good. Yeah, it's not. Like, we agree on that, but... I suck and I'm on the spectrum. Does that count? Sure. I deserve to get Spikefield hazarded for that, but... Alright, that's fine. Great track selection, my man. Thanks. Although I actually did not select those tracks. It's chat who did. Ethergast. Wow, what a hand. What's the deal with Ethergas? What are they doing? Why do they love it so much against my deck? Like, I guess my free drops are red. But still, though. So odd. Furnace Reins. I guess because of Ob. What's the deal with airplane food? Yeah, what's the deal with it? Interacts with the only cards they care. I don't know. Maybe they cut something worse. Teachings of the Archaic, yeah. Cast it now. What's Skylister opinion on the big score of the big score? Big score is fine. Don't mind it. I've seen bigger. Why draw stop, bro? They probably should have taken the basic land fetcher instead of that. Maybe they don't play it though, if they play this many colors. Dispute this. Either guess this, rather. Stranded Gust. Attracts a divide by 0 and teachings of the Archaics. So their hand actually sucks. Well, no, they spend a gas. They have one unknown. They gasted my witness. Ice Age coming, 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 Ice Age coming. You can make 3 pizzas at the same time with 3 ovens. Some ovens can even fit multiple pizzas, so I think it's even more than that. Depends though. You play Totsis because they have the divide by 0. So the devil just not good. To Poland. Took the walk to Poland. What a hand. They top deck a line and play Atraxa, we win. Teachings draw 0, yeah. Nice pickup. Like, it was so bad for them to pick it up so many turns ago. Oh, they cast teachings if I do this. Whatever, I can teachings. It's fine. Koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan. Bo wiedzie biały węgorz. Jak w TB. What language is that? It's Polish. That is Polish. I'm Polish, so I know it. Language of the dogs? Woof woof. It actually has little to do with cows. Why no Kingpin on Stream Decker? Because Stream Decker doesn't work. How are you Polish? Through my parents being Polish. Mother specifically. I think. And then it's also that I've been born in Poland too. Not exactly sure what are the requisite steps to get your Polishness. Pożyczki, bo przycinam jak nożyczki. Tuning in from Canada. My mom's side is Polish. Super close with that side of my family. Love the culture and the language. Nice. Have you seen his last name? My last name? Sounds pretty Polish, I guess. As I return Cauldron Familiar, Buka comes. Alright, opponent. Cool. Cool beans. Well done. I should have used the ping to kill my cat, actually. Odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia, w głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan. I wiedzie biały węgorz. Co jest, Kulek, znowu chcesz sranko? Best veal cutlets. Yeah, that's pretty Polish. Babcia. I like the word babcia. What's a veal cutlet? Well, like a piece of meat. Szurek is my favorite Polish food. What's szurek? Oh, żurek. Yeah, żurek is good. Yeah, schnitzel is I guess a good word. I guess I can cast half of my deck. It just doesn't seem super great. Probably it's okay. And then another one-lander. Kulek, no masz sraczkę naprawdę? Jak sobie dasz radę? Let's keep this. I think it's possible I will need to go for another quick takeout with Kulek. Guess he's gesturing a little bit. Here we have famous store for Polish good named Polski Sklep. Do you know what that means? Do you live in where? Ireland? There's lots of Poles there, I think. And yes, it means Polish store, exactly. Any more Ragdos mid content planned? I might play a few matches today, after I'm done with this deck. Wow, what a hand. I can take 2 creativities, seems good. Starskis. I don't know what that means, but I trust you. It's the best Polish store. Maybe I could dispute the food token instead of doing that, because if I miss on a land, it's kind of bad. It's better to dispute to miss on a land. Maybe I dispute the land now too, and then Fotsies. Seems okay. The Tesco's here usually have an Eastern Euro or Polish section with good sausages and so forth. Yeah. I think I'll take the big score. Yeah, I mean, I'll take creativity still, I think. Nice. It's a very nice draw. We get to take the big score. Ethergast, classic Ethergast. I still take the big score, I think. And I don't know, let's play the guy and Oven. Maybe that's bad. Nice. I think I top. Gonna play humans in a regional championship in June. It's the deck I'm best in, but right now I'm not too confident in the deck. Yeah, I wouldn't be either, honestly. Not the biggest fan of humans. think they fixed the Fotzi's bug, yeah. With yesterday's update. They finally fixed the Fotzi's bug. Keep both lands in hand to loot them. Not sure if Takenuma is... Well, it's not particularly costly to play Takenuma. But I'm not sure it actually does anything. Humans in Modern or Pioneer. I assume since we talked about DRC and we were playing Pioneer, it was about Pioneer. Current decklist only has 58 cards in the main deck. Yeah, imagine the last two are Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin, but honestly, if it was 58, it would be just better, so just imagine what you want in that space. For some reason, Stream Decker doesn't have the Aftermath cards. Not the biggest fan of the Aftermath card distribution thing, mini set. And then I don't know if it's actually better or worse that it has no playable cards. For life, a bit low, but the Harvester is gonna carry. Okay. 0 playables just feels so bad. Yeah. I agree. Opponent did not deal 2 damage to you. True, they made it trash and set. Seems a bit odd. Nice. Just look at it as being a part of Mom. Well, but for... It's not actually. You have to like buy it separately, right? So from your consumer standpoint, it sucks. So sure, you might think that. Cool. Good for you. I guess if they have a Shark Typhoon, I'll die. That's why I won't buy it unless you play Commander. Yes. Kulek, zaraz pójdziemy, dobrze, po meczu. Zaraz kończymy, pójdziemy. I think Kulek has a bit of a diarrhea today. It's problematic. Shit. I died because I played a Kroxa. 6 life. Ay, caramba! We had it if we played a devil instead. Ay. Such a silly way to lose. Well, I guess we just dead. Copycat. 1, 2. Well, 6 life. Well, that's horrible. Damn. If I just play a devil here, then we just, we just fine. They make an end of turn shark duck and I can just ping it down. Have enough life to survive. I got blinded by Kroxa and excited by the prospect of returning it, and also I have to take care of the doglet. When your ball ligaments twist and it hurts. I don't know what are ligaments. They're like tiny ball cables. That's crazy. Just kind of twist like this. Does not sound pleasant. That's for sure. Bros, Angels is such a cringe deck. It's incredible. Ob Nixilis Captive King will show them. I'll keep the treasures for the devil for the next creature. Sure. Do you think angel meat is red meat or white meat like chicken? I've thought that chicken meat is this way because you don't use the muscle much. That's why it's white. So I don't know how much the angels fly around. Because it's a bird. Well, so like chickens have breast muscles. And don't use them all that much because they don't fly. Not sure about this. Maybe that's not the case. Bros, the fucking Ob Nixilis is so bad. The fact that I hit the apparition for my devil is a little bit problematic. The Rex is an anti-cannibalism spray to stop chickens from eating each other. Nice. I mean, if man eats chicken, then why wouldn't chicken eat chicken? Just logical. Chicken will eat cooked chicken. I mean, it's probably gonna eat whatever you feed it, so. Yeah, if dogs eat poop, why wouldn't humans eat poop too? Strong line of reasoning too. Monka Giga. I play Ob or do I play Fable? Dogs eat vomit and humans eat Hershey chocolate, so same thing, true. I think Fable might be better because it lets me find devil or cat, while Ob doesn't. Find your prelim in 10 minutes? Yeah, I need to finish the stream before the prelim would finish so I can play in it today. Fable discard Kroxa to potentially cast. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a weird one. Hello, are you going to Athens? I am, yeah. That seemed odd. Well, if we find Cauldron Familiar, then Ob Nixilis might even be pretty okay here. 6 hot loads. 4 life gain, no extra angel. Lanor elves. Pictured, 1 elf. Nice. I very much enjoy the YouTubes, by the way, because I get no context on things like 6 hot loads. Yeah, I know. I'm glad you like them. What do I think of the new Nissa being $1 million? Well, wait until you learn how much I paid for this guy. Oh, snap. I paid 22 tickets for each. I paid 44 tickets to Goatbots. Mana traders did not have them. Has anyone tried Newness and Painted Devotion? Was it good? It sounds pretty horrid. Like no upside. You play 1 land per turn, right? So, say 3 mana Lotus Cobra. We only get 1 familiar trigger. That's not even good. We're not even going off at all. Wait, why do I have 2 cards exiled? Oh, the Witness. Sure. This also find elves. Isn't it elementals? Elf or elemental? Yeah, that's not good. Nice, of course. I mean, at least it's not the reconstruction. No, hit my Ob. Not fine, actually, it's terrible. I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. If I draw a Devil, I'll win. But Ob Nixilis failed to even be a win more card this match, this game. Because it wasn't winning more, it actually wasn't winning enough. Once I already got him in play. That's disappointing. I mean, their board is pretty shitty and I should find something easily. I have, you know, stuff. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem, 11. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem, osiem, 12. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Surprised you didn't harvest the angel? Yeah, I should have, probably. Think this is like a 60-40 matchup for Sack? Yeah, sure, I agree. Jada. I mean, they draw 4 Coco effects often. Like, but it's fine. Like, I'm winning this game, chat, most likely. Thanks to Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin. Or am I? Bros, allegedly I have Mayhem Devil somewhere in this deck, but not showing up. Chat, we're not losing anything. Perfectly fine. And they're gonna draw land. Right, doesn't matter what you have Urborg. Yeah, I should put it on red, that's true. Good catch. Very observant of you. Has anyone used KMC Perfect Heart Sleeves on Caroled Foils? Does it help? I played a PT, the Pioneer PT, with KMC Perfect Hearts, because I had a few foil cards in my deck. A bunch, actually. And they were barely playable. Are you dead on board? No. I'm at 11. I block 4 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ob Nixilis 1 through. Miss the 2 treasures, TBH. Yeah, easy to miss. Devil was in the details soon, too. Alright, I guess. I don't know. Ob Nixilis is so bad against Apparition, but we're gonna keep him because in this matchup it seems actually plausible. How do we board against Angels though? For sure I want to rest. Wait, where was the Devil? In the details. I guess I don't play Furnace Reins, it's inefficient. I think Kroxa is fine against Sanctuary. Let's have 3 Thoughtseize, 2 Harvesters, maybe 3 my Fable. Not sure if that makes sense. If I want to beat their Sanctuary. Nice hand. Actually, I don't think it was nice. I think it was pretty horrid. Opponent kept 7. How good Mob Nix has been Kaneki. It will not survive this league. I'm cutting it afterwards. It's not playable. It's both win more, but also not good enough as a win more. Barely wins more, and then also it's a 4 mana card that dies to removal for no value a good amount of time. Yeah, it's much weaker than Korvold. But when I played with Korvold, Korvold also had the issue of not contributing to my wins all that much. Actually, 4 mana versus 5 mana is big against push and apparition. Yeah. Help me step, bro, I'm stuck on Capena. That's exactly Ob Nixilis' story. Oh shit, I forgot. If Korvold was just red-black, I probably would play 1 or 2 Korvolds in my deck. Ob Nixilis though. Ob. My job here is done, Kani, but you didn't do anything. Ob walks away. Good one. Absolutely played my opponent for a fool. They have fallen for the simplest trick in the book. Do we discard Claim? Unclear. Let's keep it. Should have discarded it. Now they could attack me for a huge amount of damage, which is spooky. Provided they play an angel and not just 2 elves. Alright, that's fine. Nice deck, bro. Nice deck, bro, I guess. Same. Bro, why couldn't just play elves? I mean, I think it makes sense for them to play elves, but certainly they're not good top decks. Do people on your testing team call you Canister? They do, yeah. Did we find out what is question mark more? Well, according to the public, it's daily dispute loses heart. Let's play the creature to attack them. I don't know what's concealed courtyard. Greasefang, maybe? I voted daily dispute because I thought the question meant which card is not red. Good. I mean, what is the true goal of the poll, right? Just think about it and you'll realize. The true goal behind it all. What? Not even a Grisly salvage? Collective brutality. Aye. Dead next turn. Pillmaker. What's a pillmaker? Listen, kid, we don't have much time. The poll's question was based on these nuts. I mean, like, what the true reason for the poll to exist is to drive engagement. Nothing else. Nothing more. Bros. Obvious. You feel like you should do polls because you're Polish? No. Engagement is the lifeblood of internet community. I agree. Ale mi pierdolnie tym Parhelionem. Shit. Well, I mean, it's not bad I draw the push, but kinda late. If you want engagement, why haven't you subscribed to Twitter Blue yet? I don't know how it works, so that's why. I hate the Twitter For You page. It makes me think of Nathan For You. But without the cool stuff. Guys, we should all move from Twitter to Google+. Let's go. Ob Nixilis seems bad against Greasefang, although at least they won't have removal, so I'll keep it in the deck. Furnace Reins, bad. Go Blank Hairs in. Claim the Firstborn out. Sorcery Speed removal out. Push in. Botsy's in. Kroxa out. Does Needle stop crew? It does, but just names one vehicle from the 2 or 3 they have. Maybe I can play the Needles or Colagons. Colagon seems kind of not so good. I'll try my Harvester. Maybe that hand was a keep. Really feel like it. I want to play with Greasefang too this week. It's a little bit of a shit deck, but also a little bit of a strong deck. I think I will try to make a short stream tomorrow. I sometimes say that, I then rarely actually follow up on my promise, but maybe. I'll see. But I will have to finish the stream after this league for today. Google Plus was shut down years ago. Well, time to change that. Does short stream means you stream wearing shorts? No, I always wear full pants. Same, I also always say tomorrow I'll work on my thesis and then I'm in here shit posting, yeah. Also, I need to do something funny during my streams to have material for YouTube shorts, but I'm just playing Pioneer matches, so nothing to show. Bit rough. Maybe Ob Nixilis deserves a short, but not really. Yeah, I don't want to play Cube now because of my limited time before Athens. I would Cube if I would have qualified. Sky Sovereign, no zajebiście masz byku, kurwa, zajebiście sobie tam. Remind me after the match, Chimba. No, I'm not gonna watch the Bobship video. This one I know about, I just ignore it. Knight of Autumn. No, don't refund him. Oh, I guess refund him. It's fine. I mean, I'm not sure if Greasefang is any like a decent matchup in any capacity. It's a decent matchup in any capacity for Rakdos. Kind of struggle often versus them. And like Knight of Autumn is so cringe, but I guess it works well enough here. My pushes cannot kill the 4/3, so I'm dying next turn. Nice. Cool beans. So did we go 2-3 because I lost that game against... Yeah, I went 2-3 because I lost that game against that one creativity deck, but I think people play too much stuff that matches up well against sacrifice. Kind of little reason to play it. Get blown. Like my deck is not well suited against half of my opponents.